All right. What's good,
Hey,
everybody? How you guys feeling? How
how
y'all
y-
doing?
how y'all doing?
Listen, welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're talking about regular show.
Ooh, we got more coming other than that, but regular show, here we go.
Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna go over. We're gonna do pros and cons. We're gonna do our draft, which is we'll get into later, but it's gonna be a little fun and interesting.
For sure, for
And then we're
sure.
gonna do our ratings, and we'll see where we're at.
Yep, let's go ahead and get into it. All right.
You want to start? Or you want me to start? How we feeling?
I'll kick it off with some I'll kick it off with the pro. Start with
Okay,
pros.
he's
So
kicking pros. Let's go.
I think one of my pros for regular show is just like how unregular it really is. And it's like that shock factor you get when you first start it and it's like so great. Cause like I didn't know what to expect when I walked into regular show at first. I was kind of like, okay, new
It's just a
Cartoon
regular
Network
show.
show. Yeah, what is this gonna be about? How the hell are they gonna pull off a regular show? Like, what is that? And then like out of nowhere, just the strangest shit happens. Like,
So this is gonna sound crazy, but my first episode I ever watched was the episode that was the their first day. So I always get it mixed up thinking that's the very first episode because that had to be the first episode they created. And it's so simple because it's their first day, yet everything seems slightly different. But that came in season 2. So it's like,
they were just like, nah, it's just storyboarding. They.
well, and the thing I like about regular show is you said it's like unregular is the it's not always the same type of unregular.
Yeah, it's always something
You
different.
like one episode they're babysitting Thomas, Death's son, and then the next episode, CJ's throwing up a storm. Then another episode, Mordecai's Mordecai is doing a cannonball challenge with Margaret's dad. Like those are the challenges. So it's like okay,
It's like one
keep
second,
it
it's
chill.
just okay. All I need you guys to do is sweep the park. That's it. Just go sweep the park. And next thing you know, they're fucking fighting this immortal being for the fate of Earth. Like what the fuck?
And that's how you know these motherfuckers can hold their own against anybody. You're telling me you throw prime Mike Tyson at Mordecai, he's not taking 2 of those hits and
I
still
mean,
getting back up?
didn't bro like shoulder charge a fucking
A bear,
a bear? Yeah, like
a fucking 1,000 pound bear, he just tackles it through a wall, man. That man is tough.
absolutely, bro. I think
Okay.
that's one of the cons. I mean, one of the pros. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think another pro that I definitely have is the character development.
Okay. Okay. I like it. I didn't put that down, but there's a lot I can talk about it.
There's so much character development that happens in regular show because Rigby, in my opinion, Rigby starts off kind of annoying as hell,
He is the worst character at the beginning.
and then
Like you can vibe with him, but
he just becomes like the best character towards the end of the show. Like,
and my favorite character is the reason that he's that way.
yeah, Eileen for sure.
Eileen is the best. No matter what you tell me, she's a ride or die. The greatest thing to happen to the show
Oh
for
yeah,
Rigby.
I definitely agree with that. So, yeah, I have a couple more, but we're
Ooh,
gonna go
oh,
ahead
he's
and
he's stacking today. Let's go.
we're gonna go ahead and let you say yours real quick. You know what I'm saying?
You
We're
want
gonna
to hear
pass it
mine?
to you.
Okay. So when I write my pros and cons, I do it as I'm watching because I go back and try to watch the whole thing. In 2 weeks, I got to about season 8 and I wasn't keeping up with it fully. So my mind is there. I put a pro Mordecai, not with women.
Nah. Oh yeah, yeah. When he's
When he's, and here's the thing when it starts hitting in those, like, even season 3 to season 6, whenever him and CJ break up at Muscle Man's wedding, like, he was starting to get chill with women when he started getting comfort with pretty much dating Margaret in season 3 and 4. But then as soon as Margaret's like, "Hey, I'm a dip," to go to college and do my dream. And he's like all sad and stuff instead of just being a fucking bro. Which will lead into my next one. Rigby is the best bro you can fucking have. He is a ride or die bro. He's got you bro-tato style. So
For
it's
sure,
like,
for sure.
so Mordecai, not with women, smart, logistic, can do anything. Rigby holds him back because he's lazy, but Rigby's that bro. As soon as Mordecai's like, well, I just broke up with this lady, Rigby's like, man, let me help you. I got you, bro.
He's like, we're about to go out. We're gonna do something, and he was like, just get
Ex-
over it,
ex-
bro. And then
especially after the first time Mordecai tried to ask out Margaret in season 1 or 2, and he was like, "I'll kill you," pushes him off the microwave.
yeah, see, a lot of people didn't like Rigby for that, and I was like, nah, that was a life lesson that Mordecai needed, because like Rigby was literally just like, bro, all you gotta do
Hang
is
out with me.
just no, not even that. Rigby was just like, all you gotta do is just man the fuck up, go talk to Margaret. And Mordecai's like, I don't think I can really do that. And Rigby's just like, you know what? Now I'm gonna do it just to prove a point.
See, and that's why, like, Mordecai at the beginning with Margaret was weird because it made it like their relationship dynamic made zero sense because it was like they're friends, but he's so high strung, lovey dovey with her, and like she would have caught on. Like, there's no way a girl doesn't notice something like it. Now, if it was reversed and she was flirting with him and he's like, she likes me, makes a lot of sense. Guys are
Yeah.
stupid. But a woman would have caught on to that shit pretty fucking fast.
I mean, not always. Not always. There's a
But
lot of
Margaret, though,
yeah.
it's
Margaret definitely
Margaret.
would have.
Now, even Eileen, I think, would have, but that's because Eileen is a genius.
True. This man's just gonna glaze the hell out of Irene this whole video.
Eileen, dude, I haven't even gotten to my points about Eileen yet. But hit me with what I did too. You did too. You got another one, or you want me to keep going?
For sure, for sure. And I'm just gonna come out and say this. Pops, that's just a pro right there. Pops is just a pro in his own right, bro.
Okay. Pops, I have to get small rants. This will be a lot of small rants. Pops is so annoyingly awesome because no matter, like, you're like, man, he's in real life. If you knew that person, he'd be like, man, this guy's annoying. Why am I hanging out with him? But then after a while, you're like, man, this man's a beast. This dude wrestled a polar bear and beat its ass.
Right, like, dude, he's
This
just
man
doing
was a world
shit.
heavyweight champion in the double RW razzle frazzle. You can't do that in the ladder match.
Bro, Pops is just a different kind of monster. It is just amazing.
Because look, Pops can wrestle. When he suplexed Mordecai, and Rigby was like, "What the fuck was that?" That's not good. So, but yeah, Pops is the golden.
For sure, for sure. And then I got one more. And this is one of the recurring ones that you guys hear a lot, but I'm sorry. It is definitely a pro when it comes to kids shows, as we say. But the adult jokes and the like how borderline they are and like how it's like how did Cartoon Network get away with this shit?
Well, so continuing with adult jokes, but this is also just adult style content. Regular Show has so many incidences with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cartoon, but I think Cartoon Network is so. I think Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network all have their age ranges.
Yeah.
Like Nickelodeon was shooting for that like 10 and under crowd, maybe middle school, depending on how you like your cartoons. Cartoon Network was like middle school to fucking. You can be 65 and won't like it. We don't care. But and then Disney kind of shoots for that range of like the younger to maybe middle school. When it comes to cartoons, maybe middle school.
Except for Gravity Falls, but that's a different type of monster.
Dude, that was on Disney XD. Disney XD is for the teenagers. Disney
true.
knew what they were doing. That's where Phineas and Ferb, Gravity Falls. If you remember Kick Patowski, but let's continue on with regular show.
Right.
So you said Pops. I'm gonna throw Benson out at you as a pro.
I agree.
The only issue I have with Benson is actually I'm gonna go ahead and say this con just so I get the characters trusting each other is a con for me because Benson, time after time after time, and it's not like they forget. It's not like an adult cartoon like Family Guy or The Simpsons where they just forget most of the shit that they've done in the
Mm-hmm.
episodes prior. Benson remembers that shit. And then when Mordecai and Rigby are trying to help him, he's like, I can't trust you with anything. And it's like, motherfucker, these motherfuckers saved your life like 132 times.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like they went absolute. Not even that. They legit just go sicko mode every time. And then on top of that, though, and I want to add on to what you said about Benson. It's like if only they would just do their jobs, Benson would be the best fucking boss to work for, and he's shown that time and time again. It's like if you do your jobs, I will absolutely be happy to give you guys raises. I will be happy to give you guys extra support, do extra things with you guys. It's like you guys just don't do what the fuck I asked you to do.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing is okay. So an episode, this is I think early season 6, late season 5, was the party horse.
Mm-hmm.
They go, here's the reason we did not fill that pothole. This horse fell from space, and he has to pass a U.S. history test, or the whole world gets blown up. Benson, instead of being like, then why the fuck did you give me? I know the U.S. I can help you with this.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, he was like, I don't give a fuck what happens. I asked for that fucking. There's a box there. I asked for that fucking new field. Why isn't it filled? So it's like, Benson, big dog, dude. You know what's happening. It's the truth.
And it's yeah. I don't know. I kind of let some of the shit Benson does slide because more often than not, they definitely don't do what the fuck they're supposed to do.
Oh yeah. Hey, clean the gutters. Hey, y'all want to go play video games? I just asked you to clean them up.
That was it, bro. You could do whatever you want after that.
See, they get the easy jobs. Like they'd be like, "Hey, Skips, I need you to go lift 6 pianos into a truck. We don't have any equipment. You're gonna just have to fucking bareback that." Um, Muscle Man and High Five Ghost, I need you to go. Cut the entire 52 acres we have with a push mower. We have one, so you can figure that out. Pops, I need you to lick on a lollipop and just keep being Pops. And then Mordecai and Rigby, I just need you to clean a toilet.
Just
That's
set up
it.
the chairs.
Set up the. Not setting up the chairs next time. Not setting up the chairs next time. So, yeah.
It's like that's all we need you to do, bro. Just set up the fucking chairs.
How many pros you got left?
That was all. I'm gonna call it there.
Okay. I got two, and these. One's gonna be a shocker. I just want you to hold on to it. So, the first one that's not a shocker is progression of character traits. Here's an example. In season 1 or season 2, Mordecai and Rigby started Mordecai and the Rigbys.
Mm-hmm.
They do battle with the bands, and they're fake playing guitar. They're doing all that stuff. Their future selves evaporate because Mordecai's like, man, I ain't gonna fucking just airplay guitar and get famous off of it. I'm not lip singing. What the fuck is that?
Right.
Well, then he decides from that point on he's gonna learn guitar. So later on, when they actually need a band, which was like I think season 3, maybe season 4, when Rigby gets the "Lovin' in the Summertime, Lovin' in the Summertime" song stuck in his head.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "I know how to play guitar." Rigby's like, "When the fuck did you do that?" Remember when we started that band? I decided to actually learn how to play guitar.
Right.
So it's like, okay, cool. They keep adding stuff like that to each character. Like Rigby slowly starts liking Eileen, and they end up dating because Eileen showed interest and showed like effort towards him, and Rigby because of that learned to be a better person, more helpful. He 100 stopped being annoying when him and Eileen started hanging out with Mordecai and whoever he was dating at the time.
Right.
So it was like interesting. When they actually became friends, he started to improve. Benson started trusting Mordecai and Rigby more for his life rather than doing park stuff. Hey, I need you to set up the chairs. I don't actually trust you to do it, but I do trust you to save me from this hot dog eating contest with death.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like, you guys always time and time again did fucking figure some shit out when shit hit the fan. So I trust you with that, but like moving
Dude,
moving what I need from this garage to the gazebo, nah, definitely not.
like the rock and roll underworld, when they have to go there, and Mordecai and Rigby are like, dude, just trust us. You act like we don't do this at least once every other week. And then all of a sudden they get the pin, get it signed by the rock star, and get it back. And it's like, he's like, man, I really should trust y'all more. And they're like, dude, we know what's
Yeah. It's like we do this every other Thursday. Not even, just
happening.
basically every Thursday. Every day.
Man, I got you right here, and I need you to hold on to your horses, tighten your belt, tighten your seat belt, do whatever you need to do. Regular show has the greatest communication I've ever seen in a fucking cartoon. I want you to sit there and think about it as I continue.
Go ahead.
The only time communication doesn't happen was like with Mordecai talking to Margaret,
Mm-hmm.
with something that, like, in real life, that communication is hard. It's not just, hey, wait a minute, let me tell you this and this will solve all our problems. No, has nothing to do with
Mm-hmm.
it. It is legit. I'm too anxious, I can't do it. Or I can't find the words to come out to tell you. It was never simple, but they communicate. They literally would tell each other something, and the other person would just be like, I don't believe you. What are you talking about? Or getting more mad that they were told, and was like, why did you lie to me? So then it's like, they communicated. Now, there were incidences like when Margaret broke up with Mordecai at the end of season 4 with the Amadeus dollars at that restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of telling her, like, hey, this is what's happening, he had to keep his secret because he didn't want to blow the mission. So either way, it ended bad for Mordecai. Just, man.
Um,
You have no idea what to say.
I kind of drew a blank there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He he he, he was he wasn't ready for that rant so bad because I usually hate the communication.
Yeah, this
That when
man's
I'm
is
able to
always
throw
like,
it, just
this man's is always like, communication in cartoons and TV shows are always ass.
in regular show proved me wrong. I'm standing on ground. I was wrong. It's okay. Ready to jump into cons?
Yeah, yeah. Since I started off with my pros, you let you start off with your cons.
Okay. Mordecai with women sucks fucking ass. I hate it. No matter who the woman is, what the idea is, whatever happens. Now, but me and him were discussing a regular show beforehand, like when we were figuring out when we were going to do a show, and I always hated that Mordecai did not end up with CJ or Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
Hated it. I went on a small little rant, which I changed. He acts so inefficient with women that it's like, dude, you're such a cool guy, but when it comes to women, you just freeze. Like, that's okay, it happens, but he did. Like, a woman could literally be like, I want you to kiss me right now. No jokes, no nothing, no finger cross. And he'd be like, uh, I gotta use the restroom. And fucking fly out. Now, here's the reason I'm okay now, after watching it again, why he didn't end up with either one of them. With CJ broke up with him. He was like, dude, I can't handle you and Margaret's friendship or anything
Yeah,
like that.
and that's
So
valid.
I'm out of here. And that's, I respect it. I like CJ a lot. I think she's better than Margaret, but I understand why she's not the option. Now, Margaret, however, I don't understand why they didn't end up together. Based off what my research, the writers pretty much were like, we just didn't want them together. We thought the story was over. We just kind of said something because when they went into space, Eileen was still with Ripley, so there was no issue there.
Yeah.
But when they came back, Margaret went to Eileen to check if her friend was okay, not Mordecai.
Mm-hmm.
Mordecai also decided, dude, I need to do what I want in life, and went back to art school, becomes an artist, and meets a woman. I think that's the reason they didn't get together, because because when she went off to college, they didn't really keep in touch.
Yeah.
Now he went to art school, they didn't keep in touch that much, but he met somebody. So now the correlations make more sense to me, and I feel more at peace.
It was more so like Mordecai was like, it's time for me to do my own thing. Cue Miles
Yeah,
Morales.
and he's yeah, and he was still friends with Rigby and them, but wasn't like an uncle to Rigby's kids. So it's like, okay, cool. They're all still friends. They hang out every once in a while, but they do their own life.
Right.
So I respect it.
For sure,
Now
for sure.
my next con was Rigby's lazy and irresponsibilityness.
That's one of
He
mine.
okay. We'll just put check mark next to that, make sure I got it. It's only because he's so incredibly lazy and he doesn't start changing until late season 6, season 7, whenever he has to admit that him and Eileen have been dating for months.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, so I've noticed Rigby hasn't been as lazy. He doesn't complain when he's given work. He more complains like, ugh, you should have told me this an hour ago that you wanted me to rake the leaves. What do you
So
want to say about it? Because if it's on your cons,
yeah, no, that's what I absolutely hate. And it's like, and it seems like there were some times where Mordecai was like, dude, I just want to get this shit done. I mean, stuff, excuse me. I'm trying not to cuss as much on the podcast. He's
oh
like,
my god, I've been cussing a lot.
cause you know we gotta filter it. I don't want. It's a lot of work later. He's
Okay,
like, I just want to get this stuff done. I want to get the job done, and then we can be lazy afterwards. And Rigby's just like, I'm gonna go out of my way to absolutely make this the worst experience we can because I don't want to do it right now. Seems
see,
like that happened a lot.
and that was a lot of the early seasons, and it started changing once Eileen was more involved with the story, not
Mm-hmm.
just the. Actually, it really started changing when they went to water her plant, Margaret's plants,
Mm-hmm.
and Rigby had to confess that he thinks Eileen is hot without her glasses. So yeah, I 100% understand. Made it so much like
It's like a painful watch sometimes, bro.
he finds somebody, pays them to do his work, gives them like a quarter of his probably $100 paycheck, gives them like $25 to do all of the work that he's doing for that $100, and all he does is sit around and eat a meatball sub
I bought it with money.
with money. He only says that like twice. I swore he said it like 10, 15 times.
Nah, that was always like he only said it a few times. Cause I thought he only said it like once, and that's when he actually didn't buy it with money.
Bought it with oh, that's yeah. He does say it. He says it with the Benson's grilled cheese from Cheese's
Yeah,
or whatever. That's when he says it, but then he says it again with like a keyboard that he found. So I think he really only says it when he finds or steals something.
the habitual thief slash liar.
Um, okay.
All right. I do want to say another con.
Hit me up with it.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I absolutely hate Muscle Man.
Give me your reason.
It's just my mom joke. It was funny at first, and then it started dying off for me. And then like he
Well, it
just
started
seems
dying
to be
for him
like,
too.
yeah, of course. And then it's like his personality sometimes just throws me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like sometimes he's cool as hell, and other times it's like, bro, disappear, just leave.
There is some things like Mordecai and Rigby always want to borrow his car for something, and he's like, "Dude, just buy it from me if you're gonna use it so damn much. Come on." And but yeah, the my mom jokes they never got old to me. It's just it never made sense when they're being used. Like it'd be
Never,
like,
bro.
hey man, this tomato soup is good." He goes, "You know who else thinks that tomato soup is good? My mom."
You
Like
know
the origin.
else.
You, your voice sounded fucking muscle man. Are you muscle man?
No.
Does that mean I'm high
Maybe.
five ghost? Am I high five ghost? Is that why I'm so white?
You know what, man? Maybe.
Starla. But so Muscle Man is chill as a person, but the pranks get over me. The my mom jokes were fine. They start dying off. Once you learn the origin of the my mom jokes, they slowly die off.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that his dad used to say, my wife. So he would say, my mom.
Yeah.
Makes sense, but that's when it started dying.
I don't know. It's just still kind of annoying to me from time to time. It's
Oh, I
like, bro,
understand.
this situation's serious. Shut up.
Or like when he needs his, like him and Starla get married at one point, and he always has a letter from his dad about the exact specific understanding of the incident that's happening at them at the moment.
Hmm.
Fucking hilarious. I love it. But the one about him getting married was like he wouldn't marry her unless he read what Muscle Dad had to say, and Muscle Dad was literally just like, "Follow your gut, buddy. That's why they're big."
Yeah.
It's like, are you serious? Are you serious? That's all it took.
It's like you made this big deal over
And
nothing, basically.
You made Mordecai read it out loud when he's having girl troubles himself.
When isn't he though?
Whenever he's not focused on a woman.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
So what else you got?
I think I'm gonna call it for there. There's
Okay.
definitely more to say there, but we should probably get to moving on soon to our next segment.
Okay. Um. So you want to jump straight into the draft?
No, wasn't there another thing we had?
Mm-mm. We're jumping straight in the draft after the pros and cons.
Ah.
And the only other con I had, I said, was the trusting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, there's so much that goes on, and they all forget to trust one another.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And it's like, bro, y'all been through too many world-ending events together to not have the absolute trust in each other. And you know, if anything, you could just go to Skips and he'll hit you with the "I've seen this before," and then you
Yeah,
win.
there was multiple times where Skips was like, "I've never seen this before."
See, yeah, but you know, majority of the time he's gonna hit you with that "I've seen this before," and then you win.
Yeah, understandable.
I do want to
So,
bring up one more thing. It's not a con,
ooh,
but it's fucking hilarious. It's just
it's
a
not
moment.
pro either. So let's see
Yeah,
what happens.
it's just a moment from the show. You know, like when they were in the restaurant, the dude punched Skips and he fucking ran after him. It's, it's like you get Skips out
Okay.
of punch Skips. He like got up and just charged after him. It's like when you get Skips out of character to where he no longer skips, you fucked up.
Oh God. I, dude, I didn't think of that. Holy shit. Okay, so all the character traits that kind of hold on to him is like Mordecai's a chill dude that gets held back by Rigby. However, Rigby is a very trustworthy person when it comes to like, hey, my life, I need somebody there for me, and Rigby's there. Muscle Man always seems to know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Fives always seems to be the cool.
Jimmy.
Skip's always has seen it before and can help you figure it out.
For sure.
Pops is always the happy, lovable guy. You can never Matt. If you got Pops mad, that's you saw what happened.
I
He
think that
ended.
I think what like one of the only times Pops really got pissed was when Benson kept yelling at Mordecai and Rigby. And he wasn't really pissed. He was just more like, "Stop it, bro!" Like,
Yeah, it's whenever he has to wrestle, he always got mad. He like would like hype himself up. He
yeah,
wouldn't slap himself. He'd be like, "Let's do this. I'm ready." And start flexing on him. But yeah, then Benson is always the guy who tries to be organized, and when they fuck with him, he gets pissed.
facts, facts. Um, that's it. That's literally it. Like, I'm telling you, that's why I give so much. That's why I give so much grace to Benson because he's like, bro, I just want to be able to do my job, and I want you to do your job, but you're not doing your job, so run these hands.
Pretty much. And dude, the fact that all of them are willing to throw hands for each other is the greatest thing ever.
Like immediately, bro.
Like
It's on site for them.
an example was it was a New Year's Kiss episode. I think the episode was called New Year's Kiss. Rigby is with Eileen. Mordecai is trying to find Margaret or oh yeah, no. Mordecai Rigby was trying to stop Mordecai from kissing the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
And Rigby straight up starts trying to like fight fools to make sure that Mordecai does the right thing. However, he still ends up kissing CJ, and that's a whole different story.
Right. I do have. Okay, I did. I know. I'm bringing this up late as hell. I do have another pro.
Ooh.
I know I said I would just skip past it, but we still have plenty of time since we're going into the draft after this. Yeah. So, Death Kwon Do. I just wanted to talk about it, bro, because how dirty they did that poor employee, like the owner of it.
No, he's not the owner.
He's not.
Dude, you don't remember.
I don't. But like, no, he's just like, don't use this, or like, don't take this or anything. And they're just like, we won't. And then 2 seconds later, the fucking page is missing.
So, okay, the Death Kwon Do is crazy because what it is the guy that's there, the fat guy with the mullet and the fucking booty shorts. He stole it. He was trained by a master, stole it, and created 2 businesses, maybe 3 or 2 that one ended up becoming something else.
Mm-hmm.
It was Death Kwon Do to learn how to do the martial art. Then there was the Death Kwon Do sandwich, and then Death Kwon Do sandwich, pizza, and salad or something.
Right.
And basically, what happens is Mordecai and Rigby stole the death punch, the death jump, and the death dump.
Fucking death dump.
Then, when they go to eat a sandwich, Benson, which this is the only bad thing about Benson, he always seems to eat Mordecai and Rigby's food. Like, dude, we're squaring up, and you will learn not to fuck with my food. Like, you're gonna eat my fucking, what is it, the Meatorama or whatever the fuck it was, the sandwich that was a deep fried cheeseburger surrounded by 2 deep fried cheeseburgers.
Yeah, that was like, and they only had like the limited time to get it.
Yeah, and he ate both of them. Like he could have ate one, enjoyed it, and then let them split the other one. Be like, learn your lesson. You don't get a full one, bitch.
Yeah.
But then it's like, hey, no, he eats both of them. He also eats their death sandwich because he didn't eat it right. He didn't grow a mullet and wear booty shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he almost dies until they have to go fight. Oh, dude. So it's like, what's going on? Like,
it's like, why are you built like this?
Oh yeah, but the dude almost ends up dying because the guy who owns those businesses, because he hired an apprentice who decided he was going to kill him and was poisoning his sandwiches. Mordecai and Rigby saved him.
Of course, they always save him, but
Usually, yeah.
That was all I had, though.
Death Kwon Do is great. So Eileen is going to be one of my pros. I just have to throw it in there.
Yeah,
I didn't want to, but I got a glaze. Eileen. Eileen is great.
She's not a jelly donut, don't glaze her, bro.
She's a ride or die. Really? You want to glaze jelly donuts? That's fire. What you mean? You want me to throw chocolate glaze on there? Fucking make.
Ew! What the fuck? We're gonna skip past that. We're gonna skip past that.
Glaze? Oh,
ew!
dude.
You're gross. You're gross.
Me and you were fighting.
You're absolutely gross.
So we're gonna jump into the draft.
Yup.
Now with the draft, we're just drafting a park staff that will go through an adventure with each other. Now the adventure is gonna be like regular show. We're just gonna be like, hey, I need everybody to you cut the lawn, you paint the house, you over there, can you wash the car, and then be like,
you two over there fight demons.
Why are we fighting Godzilla? How did Godzilla get over here? We're not even in Japan. What's happening?
Bro, we talked trash to him online, and he pulled up.
we're going to be drafting 5 people, and they
Yep.
can literally be whoever as long as they were in regular show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got my Quacksire. I know that's not the actual name. It's like Quacksy or something, Quacky. So Quacksire here. Heads or tails? I'll let you call it.
Tails.
It's heads.
Okay.
So I get to go first.
Hey, Spence is about to just pick Eileen off rip.
I tried to structure it in my head how I wanted this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually gonna go with Skips first
As valid. As valid. I'm
because
not mad at that.
Skips is never dying, dude. He's always there and he always knows what's going on. So
Spence is gonna outlive you.
that's okay. That's okay. I'm more than happy to let that happen. Who's your
Okay.
first pick?
All right. So I'm not gonna lie. All right. I think I want my first pick since you took Skips because Skips was gonna definitely be in my park for sure. I'm gonna say Benson. I'm gonna take Benson
Okay,
just
that's
for the
fine.
managerial structure.
And Benson knows how to do work.
Exactly. Benson will get shit done. I can
See,
trust him to run the park in my absence. You know.
see, I was willing to give up Benson. Like I wanted him to, but I didn't know if he was my 101. He'd have probably been like my 1 of 3, 1 of 2. But
And I don't know if you saw the meme, but it's like, let me break it down for you, and then he just starts dancing.
oh god, I've also seen the one where Mordecai and Rigby are like, and we're gonna be like all cool and stuff, and you're gonna be, and he's like, and I'm gonna be like,
Like, and I'm gonna be like,
I
it's
think
great.
I'm gonna
It's
have
great.
to go with. I think I know who you're gonna pick second if I don't pick them, so I'm not, and see where my plays out.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Eileen. I'm gonna pick Eileen.
Okay. That's valid. That's valid.
I need to have her. I don't want you to steal it like you did Gingy from me. Go watch Shrek and see what happened with that. That's on
Okay.
me. But
Okay. Okay. You know what? Just for the memes, because I know nobody will really expect this one. I want the god of basketball.
you want Wilt Chamberlain here?
I want the god of basketball. And I don't even give a fuck if he doesn't do any work. He's just gonna be the comedic relief, low key.
Well, he can do work. We know that. Do you not remember the giant fight between God, Giant Bearded Face Jr.
I just want him
Gary
to
Bobby Ferguson?
Gary. You know who that was based off, right?
Gary Bobbitt Ferguson.
We do like the big head dude.
Yeah.
Hang
But
on.
it's his son. His son went to take over the park, and they ended up getting the god of basketball to come help fight with him.
Nah. Okay. So yeah, and then like, I mean, like, not who it's based on, but you know the scandal behind it.
No,
So
dude.
Billy
Take a
Mitchell.
pause.
Yeah, take it to pause from the break, just so we can talk about this. So there's this guy named Billy Mitchell, right? And he was found to be cheating in like the arcade game that he played, like the King of Kong. And his
Oh,
like he
okay, I
sued.
do know that situation.
Yeah, he sued. Tried to take the creators of regular show to court and everything because he said that like the big headed guy resembled him too much in the whole storyline in itself. And so I'm like, bro, calm down, dog. You're not that important.
Dude, hold on. First off, Gary Bobbitt Ferguson, I still fucked up that name. He was just ahead. Pretty sure that dude has a body.
Yeah, like yeah,
And he
the whole
never really
situation was
cheated.
just hilarious.
He doesn't really cheat. He kind of like just swindles them by like he didn't cheat the game by doing a code or something. He was legit just like, I got a family I need to feed. And then he's just like, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna win this bitch. Fuck you.
Facts. Oh man, but no, it's just like real life situations and shit that happen like that are always hilarious for no reason. But back to the draft. We just had to step off
Okay.
for a second.
I'm gonna go ahead and choose him because I don't want you to get him out from under me. Pops.
Okay. I want you to
don't if you're
know,
gonna go for-
and this is kind of like just to put your mind at ease, I guess. Like most of my fucking characters some of them aren't from the main cast, so we're good on that front.
Okay, okay. I have my picks and I have who I want for the reasons, but it's the fact that like I'm not supposed to know who you're about to pick. That's the whole point. I'm
For sure,
supposed to
for
be
sure.
scared. It's just first off, you pick Benson. He is legit a part of the main cast.
I
But
said most of them.
yeah, and if you choose one more, that's still not most of them. So I wanted Pops. Leave me alone. Okay, who's your next?
All right, what is this? The second pick for me?
Third.
Third pick?
You got Benson and God of Basketball.
God of Basketball and Vincent. Okay, 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 okay. All right, I want Death.
You know, I've been trying to figure out my fifth person because I have my four, but I need to figure out my fifth. I thought about him.
I want
I'm not
heavy
mad about it.
hitters. Because, like,
Dude,
yeah, they could
none of
definitely
these
do.
motherfuckers do work.
See, they can. That's the thing. Like, you could definitely be like, hey, go fucking rake the leaves, and they get it done. But, like, when it comes down to the fucking
Adam.
fighting gods in the end, I want heavy hitters.
Understand. Even though those always seem to lose, the God of Basketball lost. Death usually loses to Mordecai and Rigby like every time they battle, and then Benson's Benson. So,
Of course, of course.
and I'm gonna jump in and just choose Rigby.
Okay, that's valid. You
The
gotta have
reason
the
I'm
couple.
choosing
You gotta have the couple. You know.
well, that's the reason because if I didn't have Eileen, I wouldn't have chose Rigby.
Right.
Just laying that out there.
That's valid. All right. So for my fourth pick, I want CJ.
Dude, I I honestly was considering it as my fifth pick.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't pick it up and if you pick someone else, CJ's a good pick. I think it's a crazy situation you got there, but
Definitely a crazy park situation, but you know we about that life. All
man,
right.
now I gotta think. I thought I had my fifth pick installed, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. My fifth pick is gonna be High Five Ghost.
That's fair. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know. I don't remember if you picked him up. I don't think you did, but I think my last pick, if you didn't grab him, is Mordecai.
I did not.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna take Mordecai for my fifth.
I okay, so that's who I was thinking about picking for my fifth, but I didn't want Mordecai because it would be Rigby and Eileen and Mordecai hanging out. And I'm like, I don't need a third wheel, so I picked Top Five Ghost who can do his own thing. So
Yeah.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. You got to come up with a name now.
Why do we need? No, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We're the nameless park.
like, what is it? The Nowhere Bar or whatever it is we have here.
Yeah, we're the. Just don't worry about it. We're just the
He's
park.
Hold on. Mine's gonna be known, the known part, and then you're the unknown part. So
Yeah.
which part do y'all want to go to? Do y'all know the known part? No. Do you? How about the unknown part? What's unknown about it? That's the name. The what? Known. Unknown. What?
I hear the people are pretty freaky there. You know, you pull up and it's literally death waiting to greet you.
That's all he does is he's got the one big ass arm. Just like, hi, I'm Death. Welcome to the park.
You walk past death and you see a literal walking cloud, and it's like, what the fuck is happening?
And she's just like, hi, I'm very good at putt. And then you got the God of Basketball just over there teaching more.
Crossing. No, he's just crossing ankle, like just breaking ankles, bro. It's just like, what is happening?
Muscle Man has to visit both of our parks. He gets crossed up by the God of Basketball.
His fucking boobs just. Ah! Protect the pepperonis. Oh man.
Okay. I like our list. I think they fit very well. Now we're into the ratings.
Indeed, indubitably, without a doubt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to pull up the ratings list real quick. Let me do that.
Okay. So if everybody forgets, we have kind of like a 5 tier system that we rate out of 20 as he beatboxes.
Sorry, the
We have
fucking
the
God of Basketball theme just popped up in my head, like as I was thinking about it.
I don't actually remember what it is,
You know,
but
he's
there's
like
five.
coming down. It's like.
He's just pulling up. So our 5 categories: entertainment. You got character development.
Yeah.
You got character likability, the line, the entire storyline, and then the story development, which is the episodes. So, would you like me to go first as you're finding the list and getting some thoughts in?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the entertainment. Out of 20, I'm gonna give it an 18
Mm.
because when I was watching through, I I was enjoying myself. I like it. I'll come back to it, no problems. But when it came to Mordecai with his awkward girl stuff, I'm like skip. When Rigby was being annoying, I was like skip. But like when Muscle Man was doing Muscle Man esque things, I was like skip.
Yeah.
It just it some of the stuff I just get annoyed with and didn't like it. But overall, I would still say I would sit down and watch it for the characters' likabilitiness.
Mm-hmm.
Also, going to give it an 18. Again, Rigby at the beginning wasn't very likable, but at the end, he was one of my favorites. Eileen is love. She's fantastic.
Eileen is love. Eileen is life.
Eileen is laugh.
Oh
Live,
man.
laugh, love, baby. But Benson, when he wasn't trusting them and was always yelling, gets annoying. Pops, just being Pops, sometimes could get to you. They were likable characters, but overall, it was like they're not perfect. They're
Yeah.
not supposed to be. Character development, however, I'm giving a flat 22.
That's
Because
absolutely valid.
you cannot tell me that we've been pretty much glazing Rigby for going from this annoying bitchy ass character, sorry, to this outstanding person.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that's more responsible, that is more understanding, is just trying to be helpful. So, I like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, I'm gonna get into story development first. That per episodes, I'm gonna give it another like a 16 because there was a few episodes that was like it's all right, I guess. It wasn't like the greatest thing on earth,
Right.
but because like they have like The Simpsons has Treehouse of Horror. They kind of had something like that where they would just tell scary stories every Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like okay,
I'm not gonna
cool.
lie. I was gonna pick up the Halloween Wizard, but then I was like, you know what? Nah. For the
Oh, the
draft,
one that turns Rigby into a house.
into a house just to egg it.
He's kind of useless because he's like the only thing he ever really does is turn Rigby into a house and scares all of them.
Yeah. And
At least with the God of Basketball and Death, you've seen them do work and
yeah.
actually like get things going. But actually, I didn't set up my calculator because I don't feel like math in my head. So my next one is the overall storyline. I can't bring myself to not give it a 20.
Okay. Okay.
It's to me, it is one of the greatest endings ever in the history of cartoons.
They tied
The
everything together pretty well.
and it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pops, because the turned out that Pops is actually a superhero, pretty much that the
Man's just
world
a
just
celestial
restarts.
being.
Yeah, and we seen that Pops solved it Pops way. He didn't have to kill his brother. There wasn't a big fight. It was legit. Just Pops gave him a hug and drove him into the sun, and life continued.
Mm-hmm.
So like Pops doing that, everybody forgetting what happened, Rigby saving all of their memories in a box. In that when it happened, it all restarted without Pops from the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Is they went to space, they end up fighting their way back, everybody saw them, and it shows afterwards what happened to him. Mordecai went to art school, Rigby started a family. Over I think Benson kept managing the park.
Mm-hmm.
Skips kept working at it. I don't remember what happened to Muscle Man and High Five Ghost, but it's just a beautiful ending that was able to be wrapped up with a nice bow.
Yeah.
No.
He's like, I don't know what
Um,
happened to Muscle and High Five Ghost, and all you hear in the background is just, yeah! Muscle Man explodes.
yeah, that's it's crazy. But yeah, those are my ratings.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and
Which
hop into mine because we're running out of time here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All right, so I do want to say for entertainment, I want to give it a 17. I'm gonna say,
ooh,
um, the entertainment factor is definitely there, but as you said, there are a couple episodes that are just kind of hard to watch. And then I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy regular show, but I don't see myself coming back to it repeatedly. But 17 is still good to give it because, like I said, it is entertaining.
like if you were just if somebody was watching it, you would sit down and watch a few
Yeah, for
episodes, but
sure.
you're not going to be like, I'm staying here until it goes off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I respect it.
The likability of the characters, I want to give that a 16 because there are like during the beginning, like yeah, I understand the development goes crazy, and my development is gonna be when I'll tell you in a second, but like the likability, there's just it's like it's hard to forgive a lot of the things that you don't like about characters in my well to me at least, you know, like
That's fair enough.
but development I'm also gonna give a 20 because development goes
Yeah,
fucking crazy. We love to see character development in every show. Like shows where they just keep the character the exact same the entire time kind of pisses me off.
or dilutes them where they don't improve as a person or a character from their lessons, that they go backwards.
AKA Chris from Family Guy, but we're not gonna talk about that yet.
Hold on. Yeah, we ain't getting into that. We can do that another day. But I
All
was
right,
thinking more SpongeBob and Patrick. But
for sure, for sure. The storyline, I'm also gonna give it 20
okay,
because it does. Like I said, regular show. As I did just say, it's not a show that I would sit down and like rewatch, but like you gotta give them their props. You gotta give them their roses. They pulled the story off pretty well for like it's supposed to be a children's cartoon, you know.
yeah, insane.
And in the development episode, like per episodes, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give that a 16 as well.
Okay, so we are very close in our rating scales. Would you like to know what we gave it?
Sure, let's do it.
I gave it a 92, so I give it an A. Not quite an A minus, barely above it, but it's an A.
Mm-hmm.
You, on the other hand, gave it an 89 or a B plus. So we're giving this show high ratings.
Because it's a great show.
Are you ready for the look up real fast?
Sure.
The Rotten Tomato score. Holy shit. Okay. The Rotten Tomato score doesn't have a Rotten Tomato because Rotten Tomatoes are specifically for movies. However, they do take an audience score for shows.
Mm-hmm.
We were both way off. I was closer, but still off. 96%.
See, because it's a goated show.
But we got to grade hard. We grade off of our thoughts and opinions of the show itself.
Facts.
So, after that, let us know how you feel about regular show in the comments.
Yeah, drop it down
And
below.
we're going to get out of here so we can have a good day.
And
Have a
of
good day
course.
yourself.
Bye. Get out of here. See you later.